Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us again today. I am joined by my good friend Jason Thomas, and we are going to be discussing a couple issues of the day. Another huge news over the last, honestly, for the last few months, but it's very prescient right now. The Black Lives Matter mural that basically they shut down a section of Tryon Street, a full city block of Tryon Street for that mural to kind of celebrate that mural. The decision was made to reopen, I believe it was a week and a half ago. Hot take, go.
I personally am of the mindset to close all of Tryon. So I think getting people used to not driving on Tryon is a good thing. And I frankly, even at the very beginning when they had the mural and they had Tryon open for the minute and then they closed it, they should have never had it open in the first place. So I am personally not worried about Ruth's Chris valet or whatever. I think in the time right now where Uptown is dead, that mural was bringing a lot of people to Uptown, walkers, pedestrians that wouldn't have otherwise been Uptown. So I think they should reclose it. And again, I've talked with friends about, having a plan to close all of Tryon. So I don't see a reason it needs
I see you in CLT development and that back and forth all the time. I see it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it's not like there's heavy traffic Uptown right now anyway. So I don't know. What do you think?
So I'll take the, total capitalist pig, other side of the coin. Obviously it was an important thing. It was a very controversial thing. I had multiple phone calls with shareholders and stakeholders in Uptown asking for my opinion. Not that my opinion matters at all. And it was a hard one, but I think it's a rip the Band-Aid issue. To me, like, it would be cool to have a massive pedestrian thoroughfare in the middle of Uptown, right? It would be awesome. No doubt. I've seen the rendering.
Works in other cities.
And it does work in other cities. And I would love, and we'll have to tag in the show notes some of those illustrations that are really, really cool. But unfortunately, the grid is set and the parking patterns and parking deck patterns and those things kind of are what they are. So the ability to shut that down and get, what would that be? Let's just call it like a 4-block radius of Tryon, or 2-block radius of Tryon, right? You'd probably have to get 20 publicly traded or massively well-funded private equity backed stakeholders to agree to it. And unless there was a, bond referendum that was passed to make all this make sense, I'd say that's probably not in the cards. So while I think that, moving the mural would have been a great idea, trying to figure out a way to pay homage and respect to it is obviously a good idea. But the thought of keeping Tryon, our main drag, shut down into perpetuity scares the hell out of me. So I mean,
there's no parking garage ingress egress on Tryon. I mean, we sacrificed college and church for that to happen. So
that's right.
If there is a street to do it, I think that's the street to do it. And I mean, you have college going one way, church going the other to cover the basis. So
they're both one way.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. They cover.
I know.
They cover the north, south, or east, west, whatever it is. But yeah, I mean, I think it's certainly a long-term ideal goal. I actually don't think there's any harm in the city getting some funds together to have the Black Lives Matter, a new mural painted on maybe a less traveled street, but still in Uptown, something that they can keep closed.
That seemed like the obvious choice. That seemed like I couldn't agree with you more. I thought for sure that would end up on a massive scale in one of the parks, or
I think they should do it on the 8th Street. I think, I don't know, whatever the street is in First War Park that no one drives on anyway. Yeah, and it would be in the park too.